trying to talk to just somebody on the street about politics now because everyone either believes hurricanes are made by Democrats or that we are shipping in immigrants to vote and also have secret Chinese police everywhere. Yeah. Like, a lot of this stuff used to be laughed at, man. What the happened? This was like, haha, QAnon, right? Now every political format, every political ideology has its own version of QAnon. Every single one. Now, obviously, I'm not going to do a false equivocation here, okay? I'm not going to say that like Democrats or the Democratic media in general lying by omission by refusing to cover how brain dead Joe Biden was in perpetuity is at the same level or at the same severity as like, you know, Democrats are doing a weather machine. Like those two things are not on the same playing field, right? What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, fantastic afternoon, fantastic pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hassan Piker, and this is the HasanAbi broadcast coming to you live from sunny Los Angeles, California, folks. We're live and alive, and I hope all the boys, girls, and enemies are having a fantastic one because today's a beautiful day. Today's a wonderful day. Today is the day. It's E-Day. It's D-Day. It's Election Day, folks. We are live. We are alive. And I hope everyone's having a fantastic one. No suit. I am wearing a suit. It's just a different type of suit than the one you would normally see me wear. Not a regular kind of suit. Anyway, folks, we're live, we're alive, and I hope everyone's having a fantastic one. This is part of the broadcast where I tell you about my personal news about what's going on in the world of HasanAbi Piker in between the time period where I press the stop streaming button and press the start streaming button. For all of those who are unfamiliar, this is how we start the day. We're gonna have a lot of people in here today. I think something big is happening. There's already like 40,000 people, and I just started the stream, so I'm gonna put my glasses on. I can't even see. Anyway, folks, all the long-term subscribers coming back into the chat, welcome back. I hope you're excited for an ad-free broadcasting experience the entire time. Cheers. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna be doing obviously news coverage as well today. Before we get to the poll watch, cock watch, hog watch, all of that good stuff. But personal news wise, last night I ended the broadcast, didn't really do too much after a incredibly long stream yesterday. We had like a 10-hour broadcast yesterday. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna chill out a little bit, and that's precisely what I did. I watched Dandaran, which was fantastic. Those of you who don't know. And then after that, I went to bed, woke up early, and I had my regular ass day. For those of you who don't know, you know, I know it's a special day for a lot of people, especially for someone like myself, considering that this is, you know, this is like my Super Bowl. I'm a political commentator, and, you know, this is when a lot of people start tuning in directly when the election is happening. But here, started the morning with this. Started the morning with Kaya out there having fun with this big Rottweiler, you know, little Jeb Bush action in between. I voted by mail, as you guys know. I filled it in last night. And then played a little bit of basketball as well. You already know. Had to do it for the one time. Just a regular day for the most part, you know? God damn, the hype train is going crazy. The subscriptions are going crazy. The view counts are going crazy. Anyway, but yeah, this is the fit for the day. You already know, okay? Voted illegally? Hell yeah, brother. Did I vote in Donald Trump? No, I did not. Why do you always wear knee straps? Because I'm an old man. Anyway, so that's personal news. That's it. There's not really much else to do other than that. In terms of personal news, like, not very eventful. My life is very eventful. It's been leading up to this very moment, right? My life has been leading up to this exact moment for the past 4 years at this point. And excited to finally get there. Excited to see what the outcome is. It's D-Day, baby. How do the knee straps help? I got knees. Knee straps are good for like holding your patellar. It's like an extra tendon brace, basically. But yeah, pants I'm wearing are pretty crazy. Folks, Steve Kornacki is not wearing khakis. This is actually kind of devastating. This is kind of shocking. I don't know what to do with this. Breaking. Punxsutawney Phil of American Election. Steve Kornacki is appearing on Morning Joe wearing gray slacks, indicating a Republican win. Traditionally, if Steve appears in khakis, the election will swing for the Democratic candidates. Stay tuned for more updates. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fake news just like that. Just like what you just saw from Gremlo, friend of the show, Gremlo, with this fake news. Anyway, but yeah, let's blast off and let's get into it. I had a wonderful conversation, by the way. Shouts out to FaZe Banks. Wonderful conversation with him after he decided to blast off tweet for you. After he decided to, okay, you're stupid, chatter. We're not using this as a blast off meme, okay? Terraria, November 5th, all day gaming Tuesday. This is misinformation station. A lot of you are on the toxic gossip train. A lot of you are doing misinformation station, and I don't personally like it. You need to chill out. Give me a good blast off meme. Let's do it. Okay, this is a big one. This is the biggest one. I might even do like an outfit change in between, like Amaranth. You know what I'm saying? Like I might pull an Amaranth and be like outfit change incoming, and like in between, and then come back with something a little sexier than what I'm wearing right now. Why are you so high definition right now? Either I've been on shit screens because your camera quality is crisp. Yeah, we fixed it. We fixed it up. We did it. Okay, let's do it. Let's blast off and let's get it right into it. I mean, I wake up, it's election day. No, she's sleeping. She doesn't give a She was with me when I went to vote. She voted too. She voted illegally. I voted for 2. Yeah, that's right. I voted for my daughter. Okay. I voted for my daughter. JD Vance told me that you should be able to vote for multiple people if you have a child. And as you guys know, I have a child. Do you think a lot of people will order a lot of pizzas for delivery today? I'm a pizza delivery guy, and right now it's slow, but I want to know your projection. Yes. That's a very funny question, but yeah, for sure. Later in the night, I think when people start like watching, tuning in, because right now we got all the freaking losers in here. Okay. Losers like you and losers like me, people who care about this stuff, that have been, you know, following this literally nonstop for every single day for the past 4 years. All the people that are going to be like, what? The election is happening. Let me just check in with my favorite commentator, HasanAbi Piker. That's going to come in later in the night. That's going to come in like in the afternoon, late into the afternoon. So I figured out my best reason for voting for Kamala with the genocide in Gaza. I don't want the Dems to be able to historically wash their hands of this. No Trump getting elected and making it worse is a stand, and the Dems have to own for the rest of their existence. Okay. I heard different about Kaya's vote. This is fake news. Once again, this is election misinformation. I'm going to be issuing a context note on this one. Okay. Level 11 hype train. Y'all are out of control today. Holy. All right. First results came in, already split 3-3. Yeah. We're going to do all that. Update on the concubine guy.
So apparently some stuff on social media had come up because I made a comment about Harry Sisson, who might be the most beta male on the planet. He and 3 or 4 of his cunty little friends got together and they put out a thing that said, real men vote for Harris.
Who the trap lord? Dude, this is crazy. Okay. I can't believe this man is like quintupling down. I've never seen something like this before in my entire damn life. This is the guy who claimed he killed bin Laden. Like, there's nothing crazy. I cannot comprehend how you behave like this. I don't know how you feel confident enough to behave like this. It just don't, it makes no dang sense, man. It makes no dang sense. He also follows me. Yeah, I don't know why. Robert J. O'Neill, Mick Huya, a moot of mine, a Twitter moot. He's been a follower of the HasanAbi broadcast in perpetuity in quite some time. So I don't know why he has done that. Maybe he wants to eat me and have sex with me as well. Seemingly he has come out on Twitter as a gay man, a gay cannibal, a gay rapist cannibal, which is really weird. It's a really weird thing to just openly admit for no particular reason. I don't really understand why any dang person would be doing the dang thing, but he's done did it. Your ass, Alex Jones. Yeah, that type of shit. But yeah, this man who was part of SEAL Team 6 his claim to fame is shooting Osama bin Laden, and many of the other SEAL Team people have said that they've called into question whether that's real or not, saying he's gonna eat and also rape these young boys for the crime of being pro-Democratic Party. I think he said, we're Gen Z voters and we're all proudly voting for Kamala Harris. Real men support Harris. That's what they said. You got all my favorite debate guys in here. You got Harry Sisson, and then you have this weirdo freak being like, you're not men, you're boys. If there was no social media, you would be my concubines. Put in, you're so sweet. That's what he said. First time I've ever seen someone quintuple down on telling everyone that they want to sexually assault young boys. Yeah. I don't know what's happening with this guy, but there's a real crisis. Within the conservative movement, I think, lately. And that crisis is almost entirely born out of the reality that they've bought Twitter. And they're just like, their brain is getting perma-fried. Like on Facebook, their brains were being fried already, but that was kept in a containment zone. People under the age of 78 were not getting their news and information from there. You were not interacting with them, right? That was like the containment zone for everybody. And then Elon Musk bought Twitter and then turned Twitter into 4chan, which is like Facebook, but also more Nazi focused. It's like, if your special interest is being a white nationalist nerd, then, Twitter is the platform for you now. And I think that has created this weird feedback loop for a lot of these Republicans who personally think like, yeah, no, this bangs. Like I got 20,000 likes when I said I'm going to sexually assault these young men. So I think other people agree with me, and it causes people to lose track of their humanity. It causes people to lose track of what they consider to be like normal behavior, because in the real world, if this man were to say such a thing to people, he would go to jail. Like literally, he would be like, imagine if he walked up to a bunch of young boys who had just voted for Kamala Harris, and he was like, I'm going to have sexual intercourse forcibly with you and then eat you potentially and turn you into a concubine. You would call the authorities, and then he'd probably have like a very crazy suicide by cop style situation, I assume, because he's definitely not mentally well. But like, it would be handled differently in the real world is my point, right? Like, I don't think this person does stuff like this in the real world. And if he does stuff like this in the real world, there's probably some repercussions for it, whether legal or some sort of repercussion, right? At the very least, people will probably look at him and go, you're gross. You're a gross person. But this is a broader conversation about the internet. This is a broader conversation about our little hug boxes, our echo chambers that we have cultivated online. And I guess what I'm trying to say is today is a day where we shall see whose echo chamber was right. Because as fans of the show who have been paying attention, tuning in and out closely, as friends of the show that are, watching, might have paid attention. I personally believe that despite my criticisms, despite my anger, dare I say resentment of the Democratic Party, I have said that Kamala Harris is most likely slated to win the election today. Now, if you were to talk to your friends, your peers, especially considering that this is a under 35 heavily male dominated space, you would get a very different attitude. And that's because a lot of people who are online, or a lot of people who are communicating exclusively with one another online, or even people in our age demographic, are, I think, more openly in the tank for Trump than anybody else, right? So that's something that you got to remember. So I think that our own personal involvement in these spaces where people are more likely to be Trump supporters kind of clouds our judgment. This is something that I try to evade every single day, right? I try to look at polls for this reason, and I try to develop a better understanding of what the broader electorate is looking at, right? What they are thinking about, what their anger and resentment and frustration revolves around. So we shall see. We shall see. But yeah, let's take a look.
So apparently some stuff on social media had come up because I made a comment about Harry Sisson, who might be the most beta male on the planet. He and 3 or 4 of his cunty little friends got together and they put out a thing that said, real men vote for Harris. I noticed their ages too, and I responded that you're not men, you're boys, and you're my concubines in the real world. And what I meant with that is, yeah, you would be. You don't know how to fight, you've never learned how to fight, and I basically will do whatever I want with you. So that's all I meant. I wasn't trying to insult anybody or whatever, but trust me, guys like Harry Sisson couldn't do a goddamn thing. They'd be running for guys like me to save them. So basically, saying concubine.
Harris wins the popular vote. Electoral College sides with Trump, though. That's my hard read if things go bad. There's no reason Trump would win the popular vote. I disagree with you. There is a likelihood that Trump wins the popular vote but loses the Electoral College. That is a likelihood. It's all about turnout in this election. It seems might favor, at least if you look at past performance, if you look at like the polling, in terms of low propensity and mid propensity voters who are notoriously more difficult to track down, they say Donald Trump. They say Donald Trump by pretty wide margins. So for that reason, this is a very unique situation. Anyway, going back to this, I like that he's doubling down about his like sexual assault threat, saying like, nah, you don't understand. Like I simply meant to assault you because you are beta.
Damn thing. They'd be running for guys like me to save them. So basically, saying concubine means a slave, and Sisson is apparently French for cunt.
Bro, you are like 60 years old, man. You're 60 years old. You lived a whole life. You are like multiple divorce champion over here beefing with a child, okay? And also like physically threatening this kid. Like, the is wrong with you? You know, I'll tell you this much. There's a new crop of TikTok debaters out there. Some of them I agree with and I really like and I cherish. Some of them I might not agree with all the time, but it doesn't really matter because I'm not a psychopath who goes, oh, I disagree with you, so I'm going to eat you, okay? I don't understand what causes someone to just be like, I disagree with you and I'm going to keep it at that, you know? Or I disagree with you and I'm just simply going to say why I disagree with you. We can never do that anymore, okay? God forbid, everything turns into politics and one side of the political spectrum literally will just go, I'm going to send a mail bomb to your house. That's where we're at. That is now officially where we're at. Back in the day, 10 years ago, if you were like a progressive, socialist, leftist, online content creator, no matter how small or how big you were, okay, let's say maybe you potentially worked at the Young Turks, you would get a lot of death threats, right? You would get a lot of death threats. That was like, you get doxxed, you get a lot of death threats. Now, I feel like the 4chanification of political discourse has finally run its course. And it doesn't matter. You don't have to be like a TYT content creator or some shit to be able to get the ire of the Republican psychopaths. And it's no longer relegated to like anonymous online forums. Now, the average Republican is operating like this. And it's very weird. Very weird that is now the new norm. You're like, Donald Trump's going to be like, hey, guess what, dude? Springfield, Ohio, those Haitians, they're eating cats and dogs. Insanely racist sentiment. No evidence whatsoever for this. All of a sudden, boom, bomb threats, okay? Matt Walsh decides like the Boston Children's Hospital is actually doing, it's transing the children. No evidence for this whatsoever. He just lied. Doesn't matter. Boom. Bomb threats. We got to shut down the hospital for the week. And I don't know where we go from here. And I don't also know what we do with half the country basically hallucinating an alternative reality where they legitimately think, for example, illegal immigrants are being shipped specifically to swing states so they can vote illegally for the Democratic Party. This right here is insane. This is made up. Like, that's a made up thing. You just made that shit up. And now people believe you. Why am I saying this? Well, it goes back to the conversation I was having with FaZe Banks last night. Okay? FaZe Banks and myself had a conversation after he, said he's voting for Donald Trump. He's endorsing Donald Trump, whatever, bold, brave, bold, and dare I say, a little bit scary. I will admit, a little bit scary. And I'll tell you exactly why in a second. But part of the reason why he said that is because he watched a Joe Rogan interview with Elon Musk. And in this interview, Joe Rogan and Elon Musk were having a conversation in which Elon Musk just straight up lied. Now, I feel like that used to mean something, right? Like, hey, man, why are you lying was a thing that you could just say to the other side, right, of the political spectrum. And then people would basically respond to that and be like, wait a minute, he's lying? Let me investigate. Now it's like, it don't matter. You could just lie, okay? And there is no interest in addressing the truth whatsoever. Remember the alternative fact that happened under Donald Trump's leadership last time? We are now living in the aftermath of that, where no, there is literally just like two separate realities. There are two alternate realities, and half the country is hallucinating that alternate reality, and the other half of the country also has their own form of delusion, but it just doesn't make any sense. I don't know where we go from here. This is something that I've been genuinely worried about. It's something that I've been genuinely thinking about. It's very, very frustrating. This is it. This is literally like
the Dems won the selection.
This is what I saw this morning, and it f***ed me up, dude. It really, really f***ed me up. Like, I'm telling you guys, Kamala Harris wins, Donald Trump wins. It kind of doesn't matter. Like, this needs to be addressed. Like, this right here, this shit, regardless of who wins today, we gotta fix this problem, and I don't know how we're gonna do that. Like, obviously, if Trump wins, it's gonna be even worse, considering that, like, we got here to this degree of, like, people openly feeling comfortable lying about such horrific that is incredibly consequential as a direct consequence of Donald Trump winning the election last time around. But this is crazy. Okay, listen to this combo. And I know this is like impacting people's brains. This is the type of shit that people respond to, including but not limited to FaZe Banks, Brother Banks himself.
If the Dems win this election, they will legalize enough illegals to turn the swing states, and everywhere will be like California. There will be no escape.
That is so insane.
This is the final. This is it. This is the last chance.
Has anybody tried to push back?
And I just want to, go out and vote. Vote like your life depends on it. Vote like your future depends on it, because it does.
Yeah.
This is the last chance, man.
Oh, trying to talk to just somebody on the street about politics now, because everyone either believes hurricanes are made by Democrats or that we are shipping in immigrants to vote, and also have secret Chinese police everywhere. Yeah. Like, a lot of this stuff used to be laughed at, man. What the happened? This was like, haha, QAnon, right? Now every political format, every political ideology has its own version of QAnon. Every single one. Now, obviously, I'm not going to do a false equivocation here, okay? I'm not going to say that, like, Democrats or the Democratic media in general, lying by omission, by refusing to cover how brain dead Joe Biden was in perpetuity, is at the same level or at the same severity as, like, Democrats are doing a weather machine. Like, that's not, those two things are not on the same playing field, right? Or the great replacement is happening because the Democrats are bringing in migrants all across the country deliberately to change the demographic makeup of the country so that they can, I guess, win elections. I don't know. Seems like there's not, it seems like you're placing a lot of emphasis on winning or losing elections. It's like Democrats won the last election and Republicans still got their way. So I don't even think they give a shit all that much about winning elections. Like what's this incredibly consequential thing for the Democrats? Like they're doing this mass migration pattern, this massive conspiracy. Also, they can win an election? What are you, stupid? What happened to the real world isn't like the internet? I mean, the real world isn't like the internet yet, but you do also have to understand, as we become increasingly more alienated, as we become increasingly more isolated, as our only reach to the outside world comes from the internet, this is going to be more and more impactful for people. This is something that's really important for you to comprehend. This is why I say, like, people like myself and others who are in the online sphere that are doing political commentary are going to be significantly more consequential. Yes, I saw the NBC article, my friend. Please stop spamming it over and over again. We covered it yesterday. It's again, the NBC article correctly points out that a lot of people are cynically considering any kind of like anti-Israel, anti-Zionist commentary with anti-Semitism, and that's it. I feel like you just only saw the headline, didn't read the article at all, and just like moved on, which is fine. Anyway, it is what it is. All right. Musk said he invited people to rebuke him and show him where he's wrong. Can you do that with evidence? Yes, I absolutely can do that with evidence. I don't think Elon Musk would ever in a million years talk to me, though. Are you out of your mind? Like, that's craziness. Elon, of course, sharing Nazi, in the lead up to the election. Elon Musk just shared a QAnon video which rails against globalists who have plundered the country, basically an openly anti-Semitic tirade. The world it shows as the utopia it envisions is white only. And the people who made the video say they follow the light of Aryans. Yeah, that's really cool, man. National revival. Follow the light of the Aryans, true patriot, imperial minister of propaganda. That's an Iranian Shah. That is an Iranian Shah supporter account that is like a white nationalist as well. Very cool. Anyway, 2:30 Eastern, election turnout so far. Cities are popping. Philly setting records. Pittsburgh passed 2020 numbers. Detroit passed 2020. Vegas and Phoenix. Republican numbers in the dumpster compared to 2020 and 2022. Georgia and North Carolina have no real reporting, so black box there. Tentative vibes are PA and Michigan are D. Kansas is unknown. Arizona, Nevada depends on Indy's breaking. Thank you, Lib Dejder, for the update. We are going to have a lot of updates throughout the day.
Nothing I do is performative. So I'm not going to, for instance, I'll use Hasan as an example. I'm not going to talk to a black person like Trihex and say, hey, the N-word, it's always black. What do you think black people? What a liar, dude. What a Weasley little liar, dude. What a Weasley little liar, dude. Holy dude. Holy dude. Literally lying. Still lying to his audience. Can someone at least enlighten Destiny that he's literally lying to his audience? What a piece of dude. Holy America deserved 9/11, dude. I'm saying it.
We're there to partner with them. We're not there doing our own thing. We're there partnering and training
in a video
and
game,
equipping and enhancing their capabilities. So that's part of what we're doing. And the other part is just knowledge. We want to know what's happening.
Like we totally brought it on ourselves, dude. Holy we did. We did in a video game.
Amazing.